Okay, guys, I really want to share this game with you. This match actually. The the first game is not actually particularly interesting. I'm just playing against Merfolk, but I just want to highlight one thing. So they play Coral Commander. I've got Mariner. I kill one of their Master of Trident with Expert. They keep drawing cards. They have a couple of vials. This becomes a 5/5. I have basically just one decision this game, which is this next turn, keeping Vial at 2, because I really want to draw an Expert to kill that. Ended up not mattering at all, because I got another Ringleader and a Lackey. Like, if it was at 3 now, next turn I would be able to tap the Vial to bring in the Ringleader, but as it turned out, it wouldn't matter. But the fun thing to notice is this Mariner is now a 4/4 Island Walk, which is kind of funny. So yeah, I just leave the Vial at 2 again, because right now I need... I'm dead either way right now, because this is a 6/6. 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh no, 5/6, yeah, but I get 4 lands. So, independent of what I did, I would lose this game. The really fun part starts over here. Okay, so this hand is very weird. I'm trying just a couple of things. I made a mistake of putting Tarfire and a few Chrome Mox. The Chrome Mox I'm decided to try to get turn 1 Mariner or Talia or Containment Priest or whatever from the sideboard, and right now I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sources for Tarfire to actually cast it, which is very low. But I managed to do both games, which is kind of funny. So yeah, keep this hand. No reason to cast Engineer right now. My opponents may have answers for it, and if you're getting to cast Engineer, you want to gain some value from it, and people may have answers for it, like bada bing, Dismember. So my opponents just dismember it and continue with his life. I'm happy of pitching this Lackey to Pyroclasm, and then I kind of want to find another red source, another red card just to imprint this Chrome Mox and kill whatever lord they play. Which, well, it's unfortunate that it's a Mox and not another land, but then again, I cut Ancient Ziggurat, a Canopy land, and a Rishadan Port. So if this was 2 out of 3 of those cards, I wouldn't be able to cast this Tarfire. So at least Moss is providing red mana. So it's after I get that blowout. It's not huge actually. I kill 3 of their creatures with 2 of my cards, and I get to stay with Plague Engineer in play. But here I just I don't know why. I think that I have two goblins in play, so I cast Expert, wanting to kill this, and I'm like, oh, it's a 2/2, so I target this, and then I remember, oh god, this is a Phantasmal Image, so it would die either way. So I should have just targeted this, and then this was gonna block Mutavault blocking this, Mutavault would die, and well, he has no Plague Engineer right now. So this was the first mistake. So they got to keep a creature where they shouldn't. I don't kill it because I don't necessarily need to. But now that I draw another removal spell, I'm like, okay, maybe now I want to kill that and start to apply some pressure because I can kill a lord if they play a lord. So I do that. Opponent makes a mistake as well. From what I understand, they can cast that in my attack step to tap the Plague Engineer. It's going to become a 2/2. And this becomes a 2/2, so they could block and trade, at least attempt to trade. I would have to Munitions Expert this. But the way they played it, which I think was wrong, well, they get to attack me for 2, but I don't use my expert because you really want to kill their lords, not their 1/2/2s. Like this, you can probably find somehow blocking or whatever how to deal with them. But to do that, you have to kill the lord, so these creatures are less powerful. So I take the damage again and draw another land. So hooray! And my opponent go to name Nemesis. Now I'm scared. I go to tap them, it resolves, but they have another land and a lord. So and a Kurohel commander, and I'm like, I'm gonna die to this commander. So this is like a lord for me. So this expert come in, kill that, and I'm gonna die to this bit down. I'd rather trade, yeah, and hope they don't have a rejury. So I take 5 damage from this, but I'd rather trade with one of their creatures than to take. And right now I draw another land, and I'm like, okay. And I ask you guys, how many of you would have conceded at this point? Because this is sad. This is like, I cannot even see a line of winning, but then I'm gonna win in 2 turns. Because I draw a matron, and God bless Sling-Gang Lieutenant. That comes down, and I'm exactly a free life. So what I can do, if they don't have anything, is just block 1, sack, gain 1 life to go to 1, and drain them for 1. Still, I need to draw something to actually kill them. Like, I still need to draw a goblin, but there is hope. There is hope. Because right now I have 6 damage in play. So I go and draw the Ringleader. By the way, they could have not attacked. That wouldn't have mattered. So Ringleader comes in play, gets me another goblin. And this is important as well. It's not attacking with the Sling-Gang Lieutenant. Because if they have another true name, they can just get into play and block the Sling-Gang. And then I would not have lethal, because I have to sacrifice him before damage. And that would be 6 damage total, not 7. So not attacking with Ling was quite important. And as foreseen, I do win this game. Which is insane. Like, after that flood and having no goblins forever. Game 3 is quite good as well. I do get the Tarfire in my opening hand and a weight of casting it, so that's pretty good. When it starts with Mota and Vial, and I'm thinking, hopefully this Cratermaker can come in time for them not to develop much and destroy their Vial, and then I can kill their board with other cards that I draw and my Tarfire. So I choose not to kill the Silvergill Adept because, as I said in the second game, these removal spells need to be aimed at the lords, and then the other cards pick the smaller creatures. So you get, I drew the engineer, so proof to testing point, like these creatures are gonna die if they don't have lord in play. But they have Viola too, so that makes me worried that they have a lord, and they play a true name. So this is another interesting point, because I can play the true name right now, the play engineer, and if they don't have a lord in these 2 cards, I'm in very, very good position. I'm still at 18 life, I'm gonna have 2 creatures in play. But now if they do, what I'm scared of is if they have a lord, and one of the 3 cards they're gonna get to see, one in their hand, the draw, and this draw from this land is a dismember. Because then they can dismember my play engineer, and I get no value whatsoever for him. So what I choose to do is trade a bit more of my life for more information. So what happens is that I choose to just blow the Aether Vial right now, and what happens, they have a lord. So if I had played the engineer, nothing would have happened. I kill the lord right now because I don't want to see, I'm gonna kill the Lord, and I don't want any shenanigans in their turn. Maybe they get a Force of Will afterwards. So yeah, that happens. They just adapt, hit me. I'm quite happy they discard that. And I draw Pyrokinesis, which is... I drew very well this game. And I got the Engineer this turn, which is amazing because it kills 2 of their creatures. One of them cantrips, so it's still a 1/1, but it stopped them from casting more stuff. I draw a Lackey, and this right now just become fodder for the Pyrokinesis. Lots of people think that you gotta try to connect with Lackey and stuff, but when you have this amount of mana already, so many other things are more important. And this game I'm much more careful of attacking with my Play Engineer, which I shouldn't have been doing last game. I forgot to say that as well. So I just attack with the Lord, which is just 2/2. I'm happy to trade with other stuff. So then my opponent comes to... Oh yeah, another thing that I done went too fast. I do not board them in my turn because in their upkeep. Because if they do something and decide to attack, I may want to tap the Mutavault that is animated, and I may be afraid of Spell Pierce, to be honest, which is ridiculous, but some people keep some weird card against us, so just leave it on. The way it worked, even if I had tapped the blue mana, they had another blue mana, and got a Lord. My Pyrokinesis got the Lord and a Mutavault, and then the Engineer finished the... Oh no, yeah, there's 2/1/1 and the Plague Engineer finish everything. And then, yeah, Matron just win the game. This was gonna attack for 12 with a Piledriver, but my opponent just considered. So yeah, 2 games I really liked the play. Especially game 2. Game 2 was quite tricky, and not giving up was really important. So I really urge everyone just to play their games and until the last minute, because maybe you're not seeing a line that's gonna come up when you draw a certain card, and that card is usually Matron. So keep playing the game. Yeah, so I said right now I'm just trying the 3 Chrome Moxes in this version, trying to be able to cast a turn 1 on Mariner. That way you can avoid being turn 1 discard spells, you can avoid turn 1 removal spells. That would be extremely funny. And you also can cast all these cards in the sideboard turn 1, which would be quite good. You can cast a Plague Engineer turn 2 against Depths. Could be quite important to name a Vampire. Get a Vampire X-Mage against Hogak. Getting those zombies out of the way. And also getting the relics to be able to pop turn 2. Because I don't want to play with Leyline of the Void, because I just don't. So yeah, those are my justifications. I probably should not be playing Tarfire because I have, as I said, the Badlands, the Plateau, the 2 Sunbaked Canyons, and the 3 Moxes if they imprint red to play it. But it's funny how important it was that game, those 2 games actually. So I I may keep it in. I don't know. I've done greedier things, so we'll see. And you can also always remove it to Chrome Mox or Pyrokinesis. So there is that as well. Yeah, well, thank you for watching. Hope that it was interesting. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.